So I'm just picking a card tonight from the White Light Oracle. It's my new Oracle deck from Alana Fairchild, who, if you know Alana Fairchild, writes beautiful Oracle messages, and she partners with amazing artists for her different decks. So this is the White Light Oracle, and tonight I pulled the Dvara Patra. So I'm going to read this for you, for anybody who needs to hear this message. So, out of confusion, a clear and progressive pathway is opening up for you. It is an auspicious time to give generously of yourself to others, enriching the quality of your connections, expressing spiritual blessings of goodwill and encouragement from your heart. A powerful blessing is entering your world. A prayer is now being answered in a beautiful way. Spirit gives freely and generously of all good things, and the task of humanity is to learn how to receive. The key to receiving is an open, surrendered, generous, and trusting heart. The Holy Grail is the sacred chalice. It is a powerful, living, regenerative, and deeply healing symbol of hope and blessing. It will interact with each soul in its own way. For your soul, that may involve a recognition that the light is always seeking you, wanting to fill and heal and bless and protect you, to initiate you into awareness of the realms of light, beauty, divine presence. It may remind your heart to receive, that you are capable of being a channel for goodness, grace, abundance, and pure light. It may be recognized as a symbol of future blessing, of something truly desired coming to pass. The sacred grail is hope. It is blessing. It is both a portent of fulfillment and the inner means by which we connect with the loving language of light and truly receive. In Sanskrit, patra means goblet or vessel. It is not only an object, but can be teaching or even a sublime teacher or heavenly being within whom we can dwell. It is that which holds us in a loving way, our soft place to fall. In learning how to receive, we also learn how to be received, how to be fully beheld, which is an expression of unconditional love. When we experience being so loved, we learn how to love in such a way too. We become a true receiver, a nurturer, a protector of the heart. The sacred chalice reminds us of our potential to hold, but also of the generosity of the universe in providing for us as we too can be held and receive all we need. Dvana is Sanskrit for pathway, an opening or portal, a doorway, or even means or method. The oracle Dvara Patra indicates the way for your deepest fulfillment via the receptive faculty of the sacred feminine. The feminine way is organic, creative, responsive, spontaneous, and effective. It is not constrained by our human perception of what is or is not possible. To honor and empower the sacred feminine genius in our lives requires a considerable shift away from mainstream conditioning and into spiritual surrender. Allowing her method, rather than blocking her loving creativity in our lives, entails the movement from head to heart. That means you will not necessarily understand how a situation will work out, yet you will feel inner guidance to proceed in a particular way. Your inner guidance will often seem to disregard the otherwise convincing realities of the outer world. The inner wisdom has allegiance to a deeper truth than appearances can convey. You may wonder at times if you are crazy to follow an internal guidance system, so at odds with the way the majority of people move about in this world. Yet you will know in the depths of your being that your inner guidance is true and wise. As you invert your priorities from ego to soul, you'll invert your locus of orientation from head to heart, from outer to inner. You will trust what your heart knows, whether or not it makes sense to your logical mind, or anyone else's for that matter. This oracle foretells a happy, heartfelt manifestation, a true blessing coming to life. So the healing process. Connect consciously with your body in this moment by placing a hand at your heart and feeling your breathing. Imagine, visualize, feel, or intend that you have spiritual wings of light that open from the depths of your soul. They wrap around the earth and her creatures with love and light for protection, for softening of suffering, for comfort, and for creating the hope necessary for a being to keep reaching out for help until they make the right connection and with the source of nourishment at the right time. The connection will activate a healing trip switch, which will allow them to break the grip of past pain and enter into the present time aliveness with much more happiness and freedom than ever before. Just be in the goodness of grace and light and let it nourish you as you give. Perhaps you become aware that as you stretch your spiritual wings to offer more, you spontaneously and naturally receive more, empowering your intention to share with the capacity to do so. The more you want to hold, the more you must grow in the capacity to spiritually be held, to be spiritually held. Allow beautiful beings of light who are vaster, more powerful, and gentler than you have ever connected with previously to move into your field. They are pure and of light. They hold you as you hold yourself and your loved ones, our planet. Relax in the state of being held and holding. Perhaps you begin to feel the blending of the two states until there is no division, just a field of loving holding in which you immerse yourself. Rest here for however long it feels good. And when you are ready, ground yourself back in the present moment with movement and hydration. You have completed your healing process.